heart starts pounding and you panic. How can you deal with the anxiety that comes when you are in front of an audience? Welcome to my channel where we talk about all things related to inspiration, to creativity, and how to live a happy, creative life. If you are a creator and if you are an artist, you probably have been on stage in front of an audience. But what about that anxiety? When you walk on stage to sing, to perform, to make a speech, or to film your video, how can you learn to be in charge of the performance instead of anxiety being in charge of you? Close your eyes and imagine you are going to walk up on stage. The room is full of people waiting to see you perform. Maybe you are going to sing, play an instrument. Maybe you have prepared a speech. Or maybe you are in front of a camera and you know that millions of people are going to watch everything that you do next. And suddenly you feel your heart is pounding. It's pounding really hard. It's almost jumping out of your chest. You're short of breath and the panic is coming. Your palms are all sweaty and your mouth feels dry just before you're going to speak. How can you speak when your mouth is dry? It's never gonna work. The panic. What can we do? Your legs are shaking, your hands are shaking, all of you are shaking. Maybe you feel, I'm about to faint. I'm gonna die. This is what a panic attack can feel like. Maybe you feel like throwing up. Maybe you already did throw up in the bathroom before you came to the stage. This kind of anxiety is really hard. It doesn't help you. It only makes it hard for you to deliver your performance on stage. So how can you learn to control this? Can you learn to control it? Is it possible? Some people actually feel happy when they're on stage. They feel energized, maybe even calm. And they feel that they get a connection with the audience. But how can I become a person who is happy and calm on stage if I feel like my heart is going to jump out of my chest and I'm certain I'm going to faint or even die when I walk up on that stage? It takes work, but it is possible. It is absolutely possible with the right tools. You can learn to be happy on stage and you can be ready to be on stage. A lot of the problems connected to stage fright is you not feeling certain about what you're going to do, or maybe you feel insecure about your ability. So one thing you can do is to prepare. If you practice your speech, if you prepare your performance thoroughly before you walk to that stage, this is a great beginning. Because the more insecure you are about what you are going to do on stage, the higher the probability is that you are going to be paralyzed by this anxiety. Can you be happy on stage if you feel afraid? Yeah, you can. It's actually a matter of practice and a matter of point of view. It is most definitely possible to walk up on a stage and not be 100% certain about what you're going to do, but be happy. If you think that this is going to be a catastrophe and I'm not going to manage to do anything, then you're not at a very good starting point. But if you see it as a challenge, if you go in with the attitude, I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to try to have fun and to give a positive feeling to the audience. You are more likely to actually have fun on stage. So what about calm and control? Is that something that we want? Well, calm might be good if you're going to, let's say, perform a very calm song. It's good not to be too stressed. But control, it's good to know that you can master the technique of playing your instrument, or maybe you have control about your technical things, that you know how to turn on the PowerPoint presentation that is going to show behind you, that you have control over those technical skills. But to have 100% control of your performance, I wouldn't say that is something to aim for. If you aim for a controlled performance, you are going to restrain yourself, and you are not going to be able to perform freely and to give as much feelings to the audience. So instead of aiming for control and perfection, which is something that walk hand in hand with control, instead try to aim for a positive experience and aim for good enough. And good enough can be very high in skill, but if you aim for perfection, you're probably not going to reach as high as if you give yourself a little room for actually having small failures also during your performance. It doesn't have to be perfect to be a good performance. It doesn't have to be perfect to be a good performance. When you walk up on stage and if you feel stressed and have anxiety, you probably have more time than you think. And you always have time to take 1, 2, or 3 extra breaths. And taking a breath, just taking a moment to breathe, is something that can help tremendously with controlling that anxiety and becoming more calm. So close your eyes and take a deep breath. And then take 2 more. Do this before you walk up on stage. And you can also do it when you're on stage, just before you start speaking or singing. Take 1 deep breath and then you start. Because then you are in control. Instead of you suddenly start speaking without, oh, did I say something? Have we started already? Okay. And then you just have to run after the train and jump on it. That is a very stressful situation. Take 1 breath and then start. The second thing I want you to do is to focus on the feeling you want to give the audience. What is the main feeling you want the audience to get from your performance? Are you singing a song that has the message of love? Are you making a presentation that you want to be really clear about something? What is that one specific feeling you want the audience to get from your performance? Focus on the feeling you want to communicate to the audience. If the feeling is clear for you, it will be much clearer for the audience what you want to say or what you want to show with your performance. And the last tool I want you to use is to practice, and practice often. If you want to perform in front of an audience, it's not enough to just do it once. You have to practice regularly. You have to walk up in front of an audience as often as possible. It's just like going out for a run. The first time you go for that run, you're not in a very good shape, right? You have to make that round several times before you can do it without becoming short of breath. And performance works the same way. You have to do it often to build your stamina, to build your ability to be in front of an audience without freaking out. The first time is probably going to be the worst and hardest. So make the first time easy. And then next time you do a little more. And then you do some more. So you make it possible for you to succeed while increasing the challenge little by little. But you gotta practice regularly if you want to learn to control those anxiety nerves. To download a free sheet with 10 tools to help you control your anxiety and to help you in your performance, click on the link below. It's totally free. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And good luck with your performance. Bye bye!